everyone. Welcome to day 18 of the Diary of a Multifaceted Mama. Today was a day. What is today? Today is Wednesday. So today was not a work day for me. Today was mom mode day. And I have my schedule set up every other day. So don't work Monday, do work Tuesday, don't work Wednesday, do work Thursday, don't work Friday, do work Saturday. And I really enjoy that setup. It's been working really well for me at this season of my life. And who knows, in the future that may shift. But for now, I really enjoy it. And so today, my oldest just keeps getting sick. It's been a sick season, right, for a lot of folks. And so my oldest keeps getting sick, so I picked her up from school early today. And I had also needed to just kind of get errands done, needed to do some stuff to prepare for Easter. And one of my sons is turning 10 next month. And 10 is double digits, right? So that's a big birthday. Plus, it's a Harry Potter themed birthday. And we are definitely a Harry Potter fan family, which means we have to go big, right? Like we have to get this theme, like we just have to, I want to get this theme set up so that it is magical, right? Like it's the wizarding world. It has to be magical. So I got some stuff for that. I'm really, really excited to throw him this party because he's so excited. He got his Hogwarts acceptance letter. His friends got their invitations and a Harry Potter with the wax stamp on the back. And I mean, he's already super excited. So I was doing some of that today, and my car had gotten in an accident a couple weeks ago, and I finally got my car back today. So there's been some cool stuff today, also some challenging things today. Tonight at bedtime for us is like pretty decent. I mean, every bedtime doesn't go smoothly every single night, right? But like bedtime for us, I think is pretty decent. We have a routine going that works for us. And I will say that tonight, like all of the kids were crying. It was a tough bedtime for everyone. Now everyone's asleep now, including the baby. They're all asleep now, and that's good. But there was just a lot going on at bedtime tonight. So there's some of that tiredness because it's past my bedtime. I'm ready for bed too. And that was one of the challenges for today. But, we navigated it well. We had navigated it together, my husband and I, and that, that goes a long way, right? When you feel like you're not on the same page with your partner, or you feel like, one is just so stressed out by the stressors of life that you feel like you have to carry all the stress or deal with all the stress on your own because they can't handle it. That makes it really challenging. But tonight, I felt like we were, both able to navigate the stressors that were occurring in the environment in a healthy way. And that feels really good to me. So I'm really grateful for that. And I know that that is really important for our kids to see as well, because let's be honest, kids are going to have a hard time sometimes. I mean, us adults will too, of course, but kids are going to have a hard time sometimes. And it's hard for them to manage their big emotions, right? That's part of our job as their parents, is to help them to navigate that. How are we going to help them navigate that if we don't know how to do that ourselves? So it's really important to me, as mom, as woman, as wife, that my kids get a chance to see that as often as we possibly can. Show that to them. We are flawed, so we have messed up in the past, but we do make an effort to get better every day. And I felt that today, and I'm appreciative of that today. So there's been good. I enjoyed gathering all of the things for today for Easter and for the Harry Potter birthday, and I'm grateful that I am able, to pick one of my kids up from school when they're sick. like I have the ability to do that. Not everybody has the ability to do that so easily. And so I'm really grateful that I have that. In the past, we haven't always had the ability, to do that so easily in the middle of the day. So I can appreciate what it is like now as well as what it was like then. And I will say that I have noticed a few things about myself recently that I am wanting to challenge myself, to hold myself accountable to, and stay aware of more and more, and grow in more. It's not necessarily anything new. It's things that I've been aware of in the past, but they're kind of coming back around for me to revisit. One of which has been that, especially on my mom days, not so much on my work days, but especially on my mom days, I've definitely been, what's the word? Like eating when I don't need to eat kind of thing, right? And sometimes it's when I'm tired, or sometimes it's when I'm like fiddling, like I feel like there's something more that I want to be doing, or yeah, I would say bored eating, but I'm not like bored. I'm not as busy, right? I'm not as preoccupied, or singularly focused as I am on my work days. And so I can catch myself like just eating during those times, when it's not really necessary to do that. Now, there's nothing wrong, of course, with eating, right? Like, we are a foodie family. I love cooking and baking. I like to do it on my own. I like to do it with my family. I like to serve my family food that I've made. And my kids like to do that too. They like to create their own creations with cooking and baking, and they like to serve us with different things. They like to have us order from them, and it's so much fun. So all of that is good. No guilt or shame there. But this in particular is something that I've noticed I want to keep an eye on, especially this past week, but probably ever since I had the baby. Right? When you're nursing a lot, you get a lot, I'll say I, not you. I get a lot more carbohydrate type cravings, also very thirsty all the time. So something that I want to challenge myself to stay aware of, and be really intentional about, more so than I have been recently, for sure. Not in like a guilt way or anything like that, but it's just something that I do want to pay attention to. Just from a healthy stance, right? Like, just to be healthier in that way. And there was something else that totally went out of my mind, what I was going to say about how it is, probably just because it's time for me to go to bed. So I am going to go to sleep. Actually, I think after I get off, I'm going to write for a little bit while the baby is sleeping. I'm going to enjoy that time just writing and relaxing. And then I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to get a good night's sleep tonight, and I hope you do too. And if you've been following along, you've been challenging yourself, checking with where you're growing, checking a good and a gratitude to check in with yourself and just hold yourself accountable throughout this process. Like, kudos to you, because sometimes I want to do it and sometimes I don't want to do it, right? And if that's the case for you, that's okay too. No worries. We're all human. We all have many facets to us. We all have roles, responsibilities, and all of these things, right? Like, we all have life that we're navigating. So doing this with myself and you doing this with yourself, like, this is something I think that can be really meaningful if we allow it to be. And so I want to also continue to challenge myself to keep showing up in a way that's meaningful and purposeful, not in a way that is just to get it done or just because I said that I would. So maybe if that's coming up for you at all, that might be something that you want to explore. But until next time, thanks for hanging out with me. See ya.